Big Papa Timo, playing some No Man's Sky. We're going to jump on our 91-hour save. And we're going to see if the Wi-Fi will handle this today. Been having some issues with it. Keep dropping signal, so I do apologize if we drop out. But we're going to see what we can do. Watching a couple streams yesterday. I was watching some Xaine and watching some Sword. Got me in the mood for doing a little broadcast, so here I am, back again. Got my chat all set up. Now I believe I am currently in a space station. And I am currently in Supply 24 Dora with PC Shield S. Now to show you what I do with some of my naming conventions, the PC Shield upgrades is going to be photon cannons and shield modules. We also have a cyclotron module, but there's the photon cannon and the starship shield. The reason I do that is so that I know what's going on. Now this particular station has a crap multi-tool. And then in the upgrades, it has absolutely nothing, so that's why that wasn't really listed. But what it does have is, there's my ship right there. And what I've been doing is I've been scrapping a lot of ships. Now I'm going to show you something kind of interesting. I'm going to take this one here. It's a B-26-4. And we're going to go ahead and we will buy this one. Now I have room to just purchase one, and it just takes up a slot without swapping anything out. So for $6,850,000, we're going to buy that, and then we're going to run right over here to the synthesis added ship scrapping station, starship outfitting. Now here you could either upgrade the starship or you can claim scrap worth 4.8 million. Yes, I paid more than that, but that's fine. Now you're going to see a flash on the right hand side of all the different things it gives me. And then in place of that, it brings up your first slot ship, which for me is the Nidamir. It's my A4814 fighter. Now you'll notice I have a bunch of S-class modules just sitting here waiting. That's because in scrapping a bunch of these ships, I've picked up a bunch of things. But these are all the things that I just picked up from scrapping that one, except for, you'll notice here I have the storage augmentations. I currently have 79 of them. I believe I had 78 of them before that last scrap, but we will check in a moment. Now I'm going to switch back to this ship. This is Recycler. It is an Explorer, an A4814. She's had some upgrades. Now, as far as the upgrades, I have upgraded this to be a max slot storage. And then if you look in the technology, I have maxed out all of these as an A-class. Now, one of the cool things, what I've been doing is then I will go here, and I will just shift all of these items directly to her, except for the upgrade modules. Now, the upgrade modules I will leave there. And we're going to wait for the next ship to come in. Might take a moment. in the meantime, actually, why don't we go ahead and we're going to go over here and I'll show you the other thing that I'm doing. So I picked up 3 B-class modules. Go to the purchase upgrade modules. Go to sell. It's in my exosuits. So now I can sell the positron module for 141 nanites, the cyclotron for 139, and the shield for 140. And if you look up here, I have 77,811 nanite clusters. I also have 3.3 billion units. And a lot of that is, the 3.3 billion comes from my activated indium mines. But all of those nanites have come from scrapping ships and getting the module parts. Oh, here's a good example right there. Doesn't even matter what class this ship is. This is going to be a large. So that's a B-3510. Now we're going to go ahead and we're going to buy this one right off the bat. It's going to be a little pricey, but with 3.3 billion, no big deal. So we're going to make an offer to buy the Starship. Now you can see here that in comparison to my ship, it's smaller. It's missing an entire slot. 24.3 million. No worries. Now as far as starships go, not bad, but see it's missing a few things, but it has some interesting technology already in it. Got to make sure that there's not an S-class landing real quick. An A. That's what I was worried about. Oh crap. Let me see if I can get this off real quick. Oh, gotta go fast, gotta go fast, gotta go fast. I want that S-class too. Alright, so get down here. Oh, we got it. Okay, cool. So we're going to make an offer on this starship. Now the reason I was wanting the S-Class in particular, because the S-Class will give you S-Class modules. So I'm going to buy that. See what's landing. Oh crap, there's another one. Alright, so we got to scrap this one quick and go get the other one. That's why I like this particular system. There are a lot of ships that come through here, and the percentage seems to be a little bit higher than 2%. I know it's not, but so be it. Alright, so I'm going to grab that one real quick. It's also an S-Class, so we're going to buy that one. And then hopefully I have a moment of breathing so that I can show you what I have acquired. Now the reason I'm actually in this particular system and the reason it is named Dora, Supply 24 is Supply Station 24. When I go and do a bunch of different places, I can get supplies mainly from the Galactic Trade Terminal. And when I was building a lot of places, this has a really good ratio of metal plating and ferric dust compared to other stations. But the Dora is the Symmetric Explorers, not this particular body style, but a very similar one with a slightly different center section, but the giant nacelles on the side, and they are max size slots. And I was hoping for an S-Class. Alright, so from the fighter we got these B-class modules, and you'll notice there are 5 of them. Good haul off of the fighter, which is always good. Now I'm not sure which of these parts came from what. These are probably all from the fighter, some of these are from one of the explorers, and then the rest are from the other explorer. Move all these over to the starship just to get them out of the way. Alright, and then from the first one we got the S-Class pulse engine module, hyperdrive module, and shield module. And then from the second one we got a pulse engine and hyperdrive. Let's see what we have landing. Alright, so we don't need to go through any of those, but getting back to this part. Alright, so we had 79 before, and we scrapped 3 ships. And we have 84. So we picked up 5 extra storage augmentations. Now what these are used for, that one's maxed out. That one's maxed out, but I'll have to show you on the next ship that we pick up to scrap. Getting back to the naming convention though, supply, if you come here to the Galactic Trade Terminal and you go to purchase, 116 metal plating and 3,200 ferrite dust. That was particularly important to me because when I'm doing the building, I needed a lot of metal plating and I needed a lot of ferrite dust to build up my bases because I was building deep miners and the supply depots, and they take 10 metal plating per. Alright, so if you come over here, oh, I currently have a little glitch going on. And if you wanted to upgrade the starship, it gives you the option of upgrading the class or applying augmentations. Now, the storage augmentations, as you can see, I'm already maxed out on this particular one. Now, when it goes to S-Class, it'll open up an entire another bottom down here. So it'll give me another 7 technology slots, but it will not give me any more storage. So max storage reached. No slots available until I upgrade to S-Class. Now, I'm not going to upgrade Recycler just yet. I have another ship that I want to do first, and that costs 50,000 nanites to upgrade. Honestly, what I could do is I could upgrade the fighter. Alright, so let's get in the fighter and I'll show you how to do this real quick. Alright, so we've switched to the fighter. Now we're going to come over here. We will go to upgrade starship. Now, with all the upgrades I've already got on this, the scrap value on this is quite high. Now, if I wanted to purchase storage, it would be 180 million units. But I have augmentation units, so it will save me 180 million units. I gotta check that ship real quick. Alright, it's a C class. Don't have to worry about that. Alright, so we'll go back to upgrade starship. And upgrade class for 50,000 nanites. Alright, so now it is an S-class ship, not an A. So we look at that now. See, it's got the S-4814. And if we look at the starship, I don't believe that gives me any additional slots. We'll check. Oh, it does. See, it gives me all of these. So it would have cost me 180 million units to purchase this, but since I have those augmentation units, I can do this without any fee. And you notice there's 7 of these. So that's a lot of cash. Which actually I'm pretty sure they get more and more expensive every time too, so. But look at the scrap value, it's now 109 million. And the storage is now 300 million units. So that is saving us quite a bit. Now I'm going to go through all of this and just max all of this out. Alright, so we have maxed out all of that. So now when you look at the starship, I have max storage and I have max technology slots. So I could move a lot of that technology that's in here over there and free up even more space. Now I'm not going to do that though, because well, you know what? I was not going to save this. And I was just going to revert to the previous save, but sometimes you just need to pull the trigger. Alright, so that is our restore point. Now what I can do here is I can move technology. And free up some slots in here. Alright, so the pulse engine is maxed out. The shields are maxed out. And the shields are actually doubly maxed out. What is not maxed out is the hyperdrive. Let's see what ships are coming in real quick. I'm going to clean up a little bit here. Alright, so we're going to use a hyperdrive. Use a hyperdrive. And we're going to use a hyperdrive. Oops. Don't want to waste that. So we're going to reload the autosave. Not that I can't just keep scrapping S-class ships and everything, but I have 5 other ships that I'm going to want to put hyperdrives on, so it will also reset the ship counter on the station. Alright, so now of course all that cleanup work I just did is gone. course, we're having a little bit of rendering issues. Hauler, shuttle, explorer. I should go get that A-class explorer and scrap that real quick, but we're going to go grab that shuttle instead. Now we get the A-class because the A-class modules are worth a little bit more as far as nanites. Scrap this shuttle real quick. Alright, well, I forgot to bring back Recycler, which is unfortunate, but that's okay. So let's go back to what we were doing. Alright, so we need one more hyperdrive. Current range is 552. We're now at 816. Pulse engine, shields. Let's see what other... Alright, so... technology-wise... emergency warp, sublight amplifier, instability drive, Dyson pump. We need an economy scanner, teleport receiver. Alright, so we need 4 wiring looms at least. 9 wiring looms. I'm gonna go buy some wiring looms real quick. Now it used to start you off as buy. Now it starts you off as sell, which is kind of odd, but I'm not really going to argue with it. Alright, so we want we need to make an antimatter. Teleport receiver. Not really the most efficient thing for a fighter, but I always hate not being able to shift something over. We definitely want an economy scanner, so we need 5 microprocessors, and I was sitting there looking at them going, how many do I need? Alright, so we'll switch to buy. Alright, technology, teleport receiver, economy scanner. I'm gonna need to put a conflict scanner on this ship, that's for sure. And the next thing we definitely need is we need an indium drive. hyperdrive range is 826.5. That's kind of weird. Alright, so we've got plenty of warps available. Actually, the range on the ship isn't all that god-awful bad. Alright, so shield modules. Looks like we have room for one more. But, just to be on the safe side, let's establish a save point. We did have one more. Shield strength is 254.7. I wonder if that changed by being here. It was actually stronger in here. Alright, that's a B class. That is not my ship. Whoops, okay. Seeing things. Now you do get a decent number of parts and modules from haulers, but they're a little bit more expensive, so I kind of avoid them. Alright, so positron, ejector, and cyclotron. I already have the cyclotrons. What I really need is a photon cannon. And you know what? We have photon cannons here at this station. So instead of waiting until I get one, we'll buy one. Need another phase beam one. While I'm standing right here, I should probably sell these other ones. Sorry, I have a little controller drift. It shifts left quite often. It's minorly annoying. Alright, 294, 141, 139, 142, 140, 139, and 281. 28,500. Need to get that back over 50k. Now, for some odd reason, the ships slow down every once in a while. The RNG gets really goofy. So we're going to save and then reload. Have a nice sip of coffee. Space coffee. Alrighty. So, the PN4 Netamir. I think she needs a new name. Struggling for what I want to call her, too. Gonna have to think about that. I love some of the rendering issues. Alright, well that's a B-class fighter, is that? Yep, it's Adora. Where you at, baby? There she is. This is the whole reason I come to this particular station. That's an A3712 too. So here's the interesting thing about these. I'm gonna buy her, but I'm gonna scrap her. Because as a 3712, she's got the max available slots for technology, but is missing 6 here. If it was a 3812, if it had one more of these in here, it would have opened up all of these. I also already have a bunch of A-class explorers, so there's no reason for me to get another one. I'm looking for an S-class, specifically of this body style, because the recycler body style, I have 3 of them. I only have one of these, and I would like more. So, off of her we got an A shield module, an A hyperdrive, and an A pulse engine, and a whole bunch of crap. Save those for upgrades. And then this is all scrap. So, what I need to do actually is get Recycler back over here, because Recycler has all of the other bits and bobs. You know what? Let's do this a different way. I was going to warp to, or I was going to teleport to a different system, calling my freighter, but so we have an economy scanner on this bad boy. Let's do that and then expand. So with an economy scanner and actually a decent jump drive, I can get, whoops, there was an advanced. Gek Industrial, let's hit that one. I can actually get a decent jump range out of there in a fighter. Not bad at all. Oh, the space coffee tried to kill me. Went down the wrong hole. Excuse me. Bad space coffee. Actually good space coffee, but bad that it's trying to kill me. Well, that's unfortunate for them. I don't think I hit anything on that one, but you know, hey. There we go. I'm actually not very good at ship-to-ship combat. Which is why I really don't do it that often. Alright, so let's... Alright, big Poppa T-Mo, let's get our crap together here, buddy. Keep hitting the wrong button because I've been playing so many other games. Escape possible, like I want to escape. No intention of escaping. Every intention of not shooting this ship, though. Rocket launcher, phase beam. She is a big, bad baby. She's an S-Class. Oh, she's red. This is a horrid color. Again, escape possible. I don't care about escape, guys. Gotta make sure I don't shoot her. Thing is brutal. Gotta make sure I don't hit anybody else. There we go. Hostile ships defeated. The size of her. Which is a big girl. I don't know what I'm doing. Very true, Action. Very true. I'm horrible at ship-to-ship combat. Absolutely horrible. I blame switching between this 7 Days to Die and Apex. The controls are all just slightly different. Gets me every time. Particularly crouch and run, and which button to use to engage something. Alright, so let's take a look at our ship here. What have we got? That is a giant B-class freighter. a shame it's not a different color. But look, it's got more... No, I'm going to keep the 34 slots. I think I just locked up. Gonna die. Yeah, pretty much. Alright, so my game just locked up on me. That's cute. Trying to see if it's the controller that just bit it or what. Nope. Sorry, gonna get some blue screens going on here as I try and figure this out. Apologies. And of course the phone was ringing at the same time. So... was not really what I was expecting.